Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us once again for the 2021 Tim Selinsky U.S. Masters Championships, powered by Innova. Ace One Productions proudly bringing you this coverage once again. I'm Felix.
And I'm Conrad.
Conrad, we are here on moving day. Tight battle. What can we expect to see here?
This course is unlike the other courses. It's very short, no long holes, but you're going to have to prove yourself with shot selection and craftiness, as I like to call it. So we're going to look at our MP40 lineup here. Brad Schick has been with us since the first round. Shot a 10-19 hot last round. This guy's been with us for all tournament as well. Dave Felber shooting a 993 last round. Here we have Jeff Bennett. He shot a 10-10 last round.
That was a crazy eagle he had last round with that roller.
And good old K-Mac, Kevin McCoy, he also shot a 10-10 last round, putting himself back on the lead card from the chase card on round 2.
There you see the scores. It is a tight battle, two-way tie up top between Brad Schick and Dave Felber. Jeff and Kevin just 1 and 2 strokes off, respectively.
Here we have hole 1. It is a par 3, 280 feet. Again, you're not going to see any extremely long holes out here, but you'll be scrambling to make sure that you get these birdies because the rest of the people on your card are trying to as well. With this hole, you're basically attacking it with a nice hyzer, trying to finish inside the circle so that you actually have a putt.
Tied for first and shooting a 114 for the weekend from Galena, Ohio, a Team Discraft sponsored player, Brad Schick.
Yeah, Brad been with us all 3 rounds. You can see the feather banners. It is a windy day out here. Taking the hyzer route. Big skip there.
Yeah, with this one, if you come in the green, you're more than likely not going to stay in there.
Georgia, sponsored by Infinite Disc Golf and NAGGT, your current MP40 World Champion, Dave Felber.
See if Dave can take advantage of this wind read that he just got.
Dave trying to win a U.S. Masters and a World Masters Championship in the same year. Not an easy feat. A little higher,
a little wider,
a little treer.
Oh, yeah.
Next on the tee, sitting in third place, shooting a 115 for the weekend, from Canton, Michigan, Jeff Bennett.
Yeah, we had Jeff on our last card, our second round. You saw him doing some incredible things with the forehand, the backhand, rollers, just really creative shots.
Now it looks a little early.
Yeah.
And the skip down there too, yeah.
And rounding out our lead card for the MP
Probably edge of circle 2.
MP40 division. In fourth place from Sonora, Georgia, on Team Innova, Kevin McCoy.
Oklahoma legend Kevin McCoy joining us again on the lead card. Now based out of Georgia. That's more of a direct
That's the
line.
right move.
Oh, ring the doorbell.
Wow.
Tickling the chains early. This is a long look into some wind here for Jeff. Drop. Just stayed right the whole time.
A good bid.
Long look for Brad.
Ooh. Wind probably kept it from falling into the basket.
Dave smartly laying up. He knows Brad can do no better than a 3 there. Good
There we go.
putt.
Someone finds a bird.
After nearly acing it.
That's always good to nearly ace and still get a bird. 'Cause,
Yeah.
You can go from to ace to bogey. Well, I know I can.
Yeah. Have a couple of par tap-ins here, so McCoy will go ahead and gain a stroke on the card after hole 1. All right, heading into hole 2, par 3, 230 feet. Got a couple options here. What they want you to do is take this tunnel up the gut here, working towards the short pin position with a mid-range or a putter. What you will probably see more of, though, a lot of people tend to take the giant hyzer over the trees and just spike into the green. Kevin taking the traditional line.
I'm getting tried.
Brad going over the top. He's cleared the back row. Sticks and is rolling away.
He landed out by the pin, like
Wow.
next to it. He may have actually hit it and rolled outside the circle.
That's a tough break. Dave going over the top as well. That looks a little early, though.
Yeah, it didn't clear everything.
And trickles down into the middle, not too far from where Kevin's drive ended up. Whoa, that's high. That's getting pushed, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that
didn't make it
just-
all the way over at all.
That just got pushed right the entire time. Never had a chance to hyzer back in. It was almost like a grenade.
Yeah.
Nice shot there by Kevin. Have an easy up and down for par.
Oh,
Almost.
almost. Yeah, definitely was running that.
Another long look here for Jeff.
Oh,
But he
wow.
connects on that one. Getting the run back. Gliding that wizard through the air, finding the chains.
On the top of the basket and the chains.
Yeah.
It's like just enough. That right there was just enough to get in. That's great. Oh,
Goodness.
tried to follow suit, but didn't quite get the same result.
That was for the solo lead there. Now, Dave with another par will maintain. And we're going to have a three-way tie at the top here. Barring that Brad doesn't miss his short putt here. And he makes good.
What did it hit?
I don't know. It's the craziest thing.
Brad asking the locals there what happened when I came in.
Yeah, I'm willing to say that he almost hit the pole, and then it just shot him back.
Just that hard pan around it, probably just with that little rock.
Hole 3 is a long par 3 playing at 492 feet. It's really going to be a stretch to get there. But you have this wide open field that you have to navigate through. The only thing you have to worry about is the wind, what's going to do it, how it's going to affect the disc. I think most people will be playing for the 3. The 2 is extremely difficult to get.
Yeah, it takes an almost monumental shot off the tee.
Did not put the ante that he wanted on that. That right there is actually in front of hole 4's tee pad.
Yeah, there's some wind as well here. K-Mac getting that on a nice line. You see it kind of dancing up and down. Yeah. Well, that's a pump though to get all the way down there.
Man, that's circle 2.
He's got a choice.
Yeah.
He's got a choice to make. Brad, one of the quickest players we've ever filmed. I turned the camera back around after the shot from K-Mac, and he's already running up the tee pad there. But beautiful shot. Yeah, it's got a nice tilt to it as well. But again, you see the wind just dropping it.
So I think both of them had a viable shot to actually get into the circle, but the wind just wasn't going to help them out there.
Jeff coming in softly.
Yep.
Okay. He should be able to clean that up. Brad wants no
No
part
part.
of that. Dave doesn't look like he's in his aggressive putting stance, yeah. He's kind of almost playing chess here with Brad and seeing what he's doing. Kevin's in a putting stance.
Oh yeah. And you're looking at it from here. The drop off looks like it's just like a cliff, but it's not actually.
Changed his mind.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it looks from that angle. I mean, it does go down, but you don't want to go down there and have a more difficult putt if you can avoid it.
Yeah. It's almost too much of a risk this early on.
Yeah, especially with it being this tight.
So pars all around on that one. Not surprising. All right, moving on to hole 4, another par 3 coming in at 402 feet. This is pretty much a stock wide hyzer. There is one tree that we're flying past now on the left, which can maybe come into play. There's a mandatory on the left-hand side by the baseball fields. Really, it's just a matter of coming in low underneath this tree, sticking your landing, and getting yourself a birdie putt. It's got a lot of, then right into that tree, a lot of ante out of the hand there on that one.
Yeah, you really have to decide which way you want to go at it. If you want to go the hyzer route or straight up the gut and try to get it.
Settle, that is beautiful there.
It is.
Nice wide hyzer. Never in any danger of hitting that initial tree. Brad taking the more straight
Turnover.
route.
Yep.
He wants some left on it.
Like
not
with
with
that wind.
Yeah. Once you expose the bottom of that disc to that wind, with left to right, it's just pushing it over. Sorry, right to left, so it's pushing the plate down, I should say. But it's helping the hydras get over, like
Yeah.
that. Ooh, just
Nice
skips
shot.
around the tree. Nicely done. Ooh,
Ooh. I thought it was just laying up. That was
Yeah.
an actual bid.
that I don't know if the wind just kind of pushed that or if he was making an actual bid at that one. Dave running it. Just a bit long there, right? Kevin with another birdie.
Trying to let him know that he's here.
Brad cleaning up his par. Jeff will do the same.
So it looks like we'll have a 4-way tie for the lead. See, that's the first for this event.
Yeah, it is tight, man. This it's getting interesting early.
All right, hole 5. It's a par 3, 328 feet, and it is just dead straight in front of you. There's some power lines there that, if you're not aware of, could take your disc out. And there's one guardian tree that you want to be conscious of as you're coming to the green. But basically, you're just going to throw a stock hyzer out there and land as close as you can to the basket.
A little wider line there from Kevin.
Yeah, I think he was probably expecting to get some ground play.
Yeah, that got sucked up by that grass. It's if you land another 5 feet over, he probably gets a nice skip.
Yeah.
Same line, just about. A little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Shorter, earlier, lefter, whatever you want to call it.
You got into the circle there, so I have a better look, not having to worry about any overhang, as will Brad.
See from Dave's shirt there, it looks like it's right to left again. So it's lifting and pushing like that. And he's going towards the hillside. Okay.
You still
It's
have a
not too
look.
bad.
Yeah.
Kevin had a tailwind on this putt, so you need to give it a little bit of height here.
Oh,
just
so close.
inches. That would have been a nice one to keep the momentum going there.
Oh,
That's an uncharacteristic miss there from what we've seen so far from
yeah,
Brad.
especially from inside the circle. All right, Jeff makes his.
He could smell the lead. He's like, I have to make this one. Dave,
Yep.
you're not going to get an opportunity like that past Dave Felberg.
I can't remember. Has there been a point that Dave has not been in the lead? It's been tied several times.
Yeah, I don't know. It may be like within the first like 3 holes or something. If you, I can't remember. We'd have to go back and check.
We'll have our fact checkers go back and look at that.
Yeah.
Get back to us.
Well, there you see Dave and Jeff now sitting up top by 1 stroke.
Disc golf was a sport that nobody knew about when I first started playing. I had to explain it to my parents, my family.
When I first started, I grew up in Ohio playing disc golf and just playing locally.
It was, not as big of a deal. There was never a gallery. There was never video coverage. I've been touring for the last decade and seen this early point in development now to this crazy growth.
Parents can want their kids to play disc golf because there's a future there, there's money, there's professionalism.
I just imagine it just getting bigger and better, and I'm excited to be part of it.
Gotta love to see the explosion of disc golf. It is fun to see. All right, moving on to hole 6, par 3, 309 feet. You see the drone is showing you the way here. This is a little bit tricky. It's basically either forehand or a backhand heading into this very well protected green. So just try to land within 20-25 feet. Getting into the actual cutout is a chore in and of itself. That's in the basket. Wait for
That's
it.
the right move. Oh,
That was online.
It was.
That was online.
It was going to scare the basket at the very minimum.
Yeah. Dave going with the backhand. That looks wide.
Ooh, that does look wide.
Be stable.
Skip in or no?
No,
It
it's-
falls into the dish.
Probably just about circle's edge there. K-Mac lining up that backhand as well. Also really wide.
Maybe they know something that we don't.
I don't know if they were,
Well, they're in the ditch together, so.
Yeah.
They
I don't know if they were
something
thinking the
together.
wind was going to push them over more. Or... That's in the basket. I missed it the first time, but this one's good. This is the same branch. Oh man.
Basket was going to. That basket has paid that tree or something. Like, I don't want to be scared anymore.
Dave just outside the circle. Of course. Dave stepping one in for the birdie. Nicely done.
See if Kevin.
Kevin saw the line. Yes,
Oh.
sir. Getting a birdie of his own. Since they're on sale, buy one, get one. Oh, and Jeff with the birdie as well.
I really thought this hole would be a little bit more difficult with how approaching and getting into the green area is, but they're just.
On the lead card for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a star frame. Yeah, this is not a gimme.
Nice hole, gentlemen.
Yeah, nice hole, gentleman, indeed.
Oh, this is the long, windy road.
Yeah, we've got quite the long walk to hole 7.
1, 2, 3, 3 for the round. All right, so here we go. Beautiful hole 7. It's a par 3. Another long one here at 382 feet. You have a choice to make if you want to lay up to this OB that crosses the fairway or if you want to go across it on the first throw. If you lay up, you're basically conceding the 3. But if you go for it, you may end up taking more than that.
Jeff has chosen to lay up. Right in the middle.
Yep.
Dave,
That was like
laying up.
a close layup.
Yeah.
pushing the. Okay. I thought he was pushing the OB more than that.
That is a driver in hand, though, for K-Mac.
Oh, yeah, he's
Full
going for it.
send.
This thing move.
Oh, let's go. Find it.
All right.
Beautiful.
Just outside the circle. When he caught that limb, I didn't know what was going to happen.
He's trying to get that stroke back and get back in the lead. Brad, that is early.
With his buzz. That's.
He's thrown that thing so well all weekend. That's a surprising misfire.
Yeah, because I don't really think there's an angle of attack from over there.
Oh. That has found the OB.
And that's what I was concerned about when I saw Kevin's hit the limb. If it was going to fall in or not.
Oh, good tree kick.
Yeah.
Puts him back in line for possible 3.
Yeah. If it would have kept going forward, he could have possibly been obstructed.
This is a Dave Feldberg special. Like this little chip layup with the Cenas.
Yeah.
He's dialed that in thousands of times.
Literally into the basket once.
Mm-hmm. Little floaty bid there for Jeff.
Definitely going for that.
That's a tough break hitting that limb and having to take a bogey. All right, K-Mac. Only birdie on the card.
Ooh, those trees.
Oh, again, he's just shy. And he wanted that one.
Yeah, he had to work around those 2 trees there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he's going to try to go in between
between
them.
them,
Yeah, or
around.
around with the hyzer. He thought about it there. Good putt there by Brad to save the par. Jeff taking an unfortunate double bogey.
Dave tapping in his par.
Played it for a par, played it to perfection.
And came back with his par as well.
All right, so Jeff dropping down to 17 under. Feldberg sitting atop alone at 19 down. Brings us to hole 8, one of the shortest holes on the property. At par 3, coming in at 158 feet. Not much danger here. It's really just throw your putter straight. Let it miss this last tree right in front of the basket. Collect your 2. Move on to hole 9.
Yeah, if you're getting anything over 2, you're definitely losing strokes to the field. This is like, a field game of upshot. I think I have this exact same layout in my yard. Like just 150.
Saw Dave executing that shot there to perfection. K-Mac.
Uh-oh.
A little bit left.
Mr.
Miss
Tree?
it. Yeah, he's
All right.
fine. He's got that. About 25 feet, if that.
Mm-hmm.
Buzz in hand for Mr. Schick. That's an ace run. Stay up.
Get
Just
around the
shut-
tree.
No, don't do that. Okay.
All right. Yeah, the last place you want to be is like right behind the tree.
Yeah. Jeff with the wider line. That ends up right behind the tree. He went the widest out of all of them.
I know.
That must have been a stable disc. See a little bit of a gallery starting to gather here following the lead card. Came back to get this possible star frame going.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Okay, he's able to get around the tree. Easy birdie. This has to be a star frame at this point. Yes, sir. Barring some type of weird spit out or
Don't give it away, man.
dropping of the putt.
Don't give it away. You were right. You were
Okay,
right.
there we go. There it is. So suspenseful. All right, everybody moves 1 down on their score.
All right, hole 9. It's one of those elusive par 4s on this course. 434 feet. If you can if you want to get aggressive, you can look to try to have a 2 here, but getting up on the green from the tee box is a monumental feat. think most of our players are going to either go backhand or maybe a forehand just to get in position. Dave has put a move on this.
Turnover. Whoa, he's down in the ditch. He'll
If
have
he
to.
wouldn't have made the ditch, he would have actually been like circle 2.
Turning, turning, turning. Starting to come out.
Yeah.
Might be a little pinched over there on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Brad going with the
That looks-
forehand. That looks pretty good. Similar to Dave's line, checking up a little bit earlier. And he'll be on the
Okay,
right-hand side.
I thought it was going to be a little bit too far right, but that is fine.
These guys are all trying to push just past that like landing zone where you would see a normal advanced
Oh.
rep player. Oh, that's a tough break.
And the backwards roll. That's going to be a weird spot to throw out of. He gets it out.
Oh,
Oh.
double kick. And
Oh,
rolling.
and the roll.
Jeesh. Let's see what Kevin can do here.
You got to imagine just about everyone is just trying to get their bird here.
That was a smooth approach there.
That's one way to guarantee it.
Brad trying to look at all the options here. Settles on the patent pending. Plenty of height, settle.
Yep. That'll do.
That'll work just fine. Dave with a tight little gap here on the right side.
He could go for it.
No, it just
No.
takes the hyzer up the
Yeah.
right side. Stress-free drop in. Jeff floating one up. We'll have 4 easy cleanups here. Birdie for Brad. Birdie
Right
for
for K-Mac.
So you want to call him Kevin, K-Mac, McCoy. He's got so many monikers. And birdie for Feldberg. So 3 birdies, 1 par. So Feldberg carrying a 1-stroke lead through 9 holes. All right, so that wraps up the front 9 of round 3 of the 2021 Tim Selinsky U.S. Masters Championships. We thank you so much for joining us. Check us out over on patreon.com/AceRunPro and join our community. Thank you to the PGA for having us out. Make sure to check out all their social media at PDGA. Check us out also at AceRunPro. Go ahead and head on over to Ace Run Productions. Give us a subscribe. We are putting out new content all the time. We will see you on the back 9 next.